Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah Pavan.
And I'm Adam.
And today we are watching Demon Slayer Season 1, Episode 26, called New Mission.
Last episode of the season. This is the only other anime I've watched another season of other than Haikyuu.
Look at this. Adam is expanding his repertoire.
It's true. It's true.
I'm excited.
You were scared at the end.
I was terrified, okay? At the end of last episode, the ugliness of that demon.
Startles you every time.
Oh my gosh, I was like jump scared. So last episode we saw Tanjiro training his little brains out.
And being beaten up by children.
That was Adam's favorite part, honestly, when he's like, let me maintain my total concentration breathing while I'm sleeping, and then the little cuties like attacked him when he fell out of it. That was his favorite part.
I like the humor. I think it's funny. They're just like perched over his bed waiting to whack him with the rug beaters.
He finally made a breakthrough though and defeated Konoha in the 3 tests, which is huge.
And his friends started training again, so maybe they'll catch up at some point.
Leading by example, as Adam said, his favorite type of leadership.
True story.
I don't like that we're starting a new mission in the last episode of the season.
I mean, it has cliffhanger written all over it, like roll on to season 2, let's get going. And there has been a hot debate about how to proceed in season 2, about whether to watch the movie or roll through the episodes, so we got something to figure out.
We do. But let's do this. We've made it so far. I'm thinking of how we were when we started this anime and we were unsure if it would be our style. People were like saying that they loved it, but we were like getting messages of, oh, you might not like it. It's not sport anime. It's not like, it's a little different. We love it.
I'm in. I'm way in.
We love it.
I even got a good training arc.
Adam's favorite again. So here we go. Let's wrap up season 1 of Demon Slayer with a new mission right now.
Call
her Konoha in the intro. I hate that for me.
全集中常駐のままでか。これはずっとか。モンスラー！ほら！筋肉バカが。行こう。
This is the lowest of the Kazuki.
なんだここは。
What is this with our house?
あの女の血気術か。あの女を中心に空間が歪んでいるようだ。
I'm so excited.
12気づきの加減のみ集められている。こんなことは初めてだぞ。加減の語はまだ来てない。
Cause he's dead.
移動した。また血気術。
Is she gonna become a lower 5?
神戸を垂れてつくばい
Is that a man?
平服せよ
Is that his mom?
無惨様だ。無惨様の声、わからなかった。姿も気配も以前と違う。凄まじい精度の擬態。
申し訳ございません。お姿も気配も異なっていらしたので。
誰が喋ってよいと言った貴様どものくだらぬ意志で物を言うな私に聞かれたことにのみ答えよルイが殺された加減の語だ私が問いたいのは一つのみ何故に加減の鬼はそれほどまで弱いのか十二気づきに数えられたからといって終わりではないそこから始まりだより人を喰らいより強くなり私の役に立つための始まりここ100年余り十二気づきの上限は顔ぶれが変わらない鬼狩りの柱どもを葬ってきたのは常に上限の鬼たちだしかし加減はどうか何度入れ替わった
そんなことを俺たちに言われても。
そんなことを俺たちに言われても
He's a mind reader.
Yeah, not
なん
smart.
だ言ってみろ
思考が読めるのか。
Yeah, bro.
まずい。
何がまずい言ってみろ
お許しくださいませ。キムツジ様。どうかお慈悲を。申し訳ありません。申し訳ありません。申し訳ありません。なんでこんなことに殺されるのか
I guess
せっ
two
かく
lore
中に
probably
気づ
being
きになれ
replaced.
たのになぜだ俺はこれからもっと
私よりも鬼狩りの方が怖いかお前はいつも鬼狩りの柱と遭遇した場合逃亡しようと思っているない
いえ、思っていません。私はあなた様のために命を懸けて戦います。
なお前は私が言うことを否定する
There's no winning with this guy. What is that? Like his arm is like a creature?
おしまいだ。思考は読まれ、肯定しても否定しても殺される。戦って勝てるはずも
What
ない。
is that?
It's like,
なら
An arm
is he
slug.
absorbing their power?
逃げるし
They
か。
just try to run away. Oh! Oh dear.
愚かだな。なんとか逃げ切れ。なんとかこれだけ離れれば。
He can just kill you outright.
もはや十二気づきは上限のみで良いと思っている加減の鬼は解体する
やられている。そんな琵琶の女の能力か。いや、琵琶の音はしなかった。なぜだ。体を再生できない。
This is what I'm here for, okay? Bring me the drama. Bring me the slug arm that's gonna eat a Kazuki just off the end of the fingertips.
I mean, I guess it makes sense that we met all the Hashira and now we're met some of the Kazuki. They are apparently not progressing fast enough.
I'm just soaking that all in. You guys are probably terrified that I love that so much.
I mean, it was a really cool scene.
Also, Kabutsuji Muzan was beautiful. But those orange eyes will always give him away.
But Tanjiro has lost his advantage now. Because he used the smell and the aura to find him when he got close. He recognized Muzan from that smell in his house, and he's now changed his form and aura. He's not
But I
going to
don't-
find
is-
him in the same way.
Do you think that that's exactly what it means? That
Yes.
he changed his smell?
Yes. I think that's what they mean by aura. Like, because the demons didn't recognize him either.
Yeah, but the demons don't, you don't see their like sniffing power. I'm curious if that is like what that meant.
I
But does he know that Tanjiro has such a great sense of smell, or is that still a secret?
don't know. But I don't think Tanjiro will be able to find him in the same way.
Crazy. Also, let's dive into what that thing on his arm was.
I feel like it's like the thought that came to my mind was sandworm from Dune. I know you have no idea what I'm talking about, but it just, yeah.
Grew
Feeding.
off his
Yeah.
arm. It was pulsing.
It was like a sea cucumber.
It was like a blood channel sea cucumber attached to his shoulder, and then it had its own mouth at the end.
I still don't know how that guy didn't get away. It didn't even seem like Muzan moved. He just had his head severed.
He
from his
literally, and the guy didn't even know that his head was not attached.
body. No. And he couldn't regenerate.
And what was the
The what?
Biwa player?
My other question, though, is he said he's dismantling the lower ranks. Does that mean he's getting rid of them completely, or he's going to find a new lower six?
It made it sound like he only needs the upper six because they have not changed at all in a century. A century of those guys being around, and it sounds like the lower ranks are just like constantly shuffling. Like, what's the point?
Yeah, but if you don't have, like, if one of them dies and you don't have any replacements, you're in trouble. Like, this seems like a bad strategic play if he's not going to replace them from like an army standpoint.
But if he can just focus all of his energy on 6 instead of 12.
Agree to disagree. I think it's bad strategy.
Regardless, this is wild. That is like, that layer is like an MC Escher drawing. Do you know who that is?
No. I lose the art references, you lose the sci-fi references.
It's not. It's like when you're a kid, it was like those drawings that you see that like they are optical illusions.
Ah. Of course you know the name of the person who puts those out.
I guarantee a lot of them do too. I hope
Hmm.
so. Okay. Excellent. Keep it coming.
I kind of like that one though.
I think the one with the blue eye is gonna
最後
survive.
に何か言い残すことは
Not that one.
私はまだお役に立てます。
Don't
もう少しだけ
beg.
ご猶予をいただけるならば必ずお役に。
具体的にどれほどの猶予をお前はどのような役に立てる
Those are fair questions.
今のお前の力でどれほどのことができる
血をあなた様の血を分けていただければ私
I
は
don't
必
think that's the
ず死に
answer.
順応してみせます。より強力な鬼となり戦います。
なぜ私がお前の指図で血を与えねばなら
I
ぬ
mean, there really is no winning, but
甚だずうずうし身の程をわきまえる
She'll survive.
yeah, I agree.
私は
I kind of
黙
like
れ
her hair.
何も違わない私は何も間違えないすべての決定権は私にあり私の言うこ
That's
と
gonna be
絶
his
対
downfall.
であるお前に拒否する権利はない私が正しいと言ったことが正しいのだお前は私に指図した死に値する
Slugged.
Ooh, that's very realistic.
最後に言い残すことは
こいつも殺されるこの方の気分次第
Oh,
で
the
全
heat.
て決まる俺ももう死ぬ
そうですね私は夢見心地でございますあなた様直々に手を下していただける
Good
こと
strategy.
他の鬼の断末魔を聞けて楽しかった幸せでした人の不幸や苦しみを見るのが大好きなので
Playing to his
夢見る
sadistic
ほど
side.
好きなので私を最後まで残してくださってありがとう
He's injecting it with more blood.
Yeah.
気に入った。私の血をふんだんに分けてやろう。ただしお前は血の量に耐えきれず死ぬかもしれない。だが順応できたならば、さらなる強さを手に入れるだろう。そして私の役に立て。鬼狩りの柱を殺せ。耳に花札のような飾りをつけた鬼狩りを殺せば、もっと血を分けてやる。
He's like the lowest rank of Demon Slayer. Why do you care?
What did that remind you of?
The Suzumi Mansion?
Yeah.
Is that what you're
Yeah.
Okay, we said this when we met Kabutsujin was on the first time. He needs to be perfect. He is in desperate need to be perfect in every way. And that is his downfall, his weakness.
I wonder if he has like some sort of prophecy about Tanjiro, or he thinks that Tanjiro is gonna be his downfall. Like somehow, because he's not powerful enough to like have somebody go after him. Like he's a nobody. He's a nobody
right now.
Right? So what is the reason behind that? Is it again some sort of prophecy? Is it because he's worried he found him and nobody ever finds him? Like there's something going on here that's driving him to seek out Tanjiro, and I'm curious what it is.
So I have two other ideas.
Hit me.
A, either he has history with someone in Tanjiro's lineage.
Well, that's fair.
He's got beef with the Commandos. That's Tanjiro's last name.
I mean, I gathered that, but how you remember those things is beyond me.
Or he has also heard of Nezuko, and he is just like, what the heck happened here? Like, as much as the master of the Hashira mansion is like intrigued and wants to use her, I think Kibutsuji Muzan also is like, hold on a sec.
Those are both really good theories. I kind of like them better than mine.
We've got 4 options floating around.
I'm slipping. My game is slipping.
We've got 4 options floating around here, but like, you guys, quite frankly, the lower 4 that died were not intelligent creatures.
No, they didn't play their cards right.
No. If you have had any sort of dealings with Kibutsuji Muzan, you know what he's about. And you're telling me that only one of them like knew how to like move
appease
the pieces
the ego?
around? Yeah. Like they deserve to not be around.
That's a little harsh, but fair. At least you gotta know what you're getting into. Survived.
Maybe this one becomes the creepy 3-eyed thing. Well, now he knows what Tanjiro looks like.
Do you think Muzan is like connected to all of his demons, like can see their thoughts or see through their eyes?
Well, he's read all their thoughts.
Yeah, but I mean like as they're dispersed. Oh.
The snot bubbles are... Oh, fire, Hashira. Oh.
無限列車の任務には炭治郎たちに行ってもらうことにしたよ。忍が炭治郎を推薦した理由を聞いてもいいかい？
かまどくんはまっすぐで努力し積み重ねることができます。
High praise.
それによる伸びしろは期待以上のものでした。そして何より彼には鬼物児を倒すというはっきりとした目的があります。
それについては私も同じ意見だ。
あとかまどくんのお父さんが火の呼吸を使っていたと本人から聞きました。
ほう。
現状ではまだ力不足であることは否めませんが、縁柱の煉獄さんなら何かしら導いてくれるのではないでしょうか。
It's a good idea.
そうだね。鬼になっても人を食わない妹のことや鬼物児との遭遇について考えてみても、炭治郎はそういった星のもとに生まれた子なのかもしれない。
さあ出
He's
発
just a
だ。
happy guy.
お、誰か来る。お、避けたのにぶつかってこられた。あれ、今の人は最終選別の時の。
Messy face guy!
短期間ですごく体格に恵まれている。
Yeah, he got.
And his
yoked.
hair grew so
匂い
long.
が。久しぶり。元気そうでよかった。
そうですか。もう行かれる。短い間でしたが、同じ時を共有できてよかったです。
This girl's so
頑張ってくだ
intense.
さい。お気をつけて。
忙しい中、俺たちの面倒を見てくれて本当にありがとう。おかげでまた戦いに行けるよ。
He's so sweet.
He's very thoughtful.
お礼など結構です。選別でも運よく生き残っただけ。その後は恐ろしくて戦いに行けなくなった腰抜けなので。
そんなの関係ないよ。俺を手助けしてくれた葵さんはもう俺の一部だから。葵さんの思いは俺が戦いの場に持っていくし。じゃ
Why is he so
あまた怪我
amazing?
したら頼むね。
He just like values everybody around him.
あ、いたいた。かなー。俺たち出発するよ。いろいろありがとう。お、なになに。
Should I
Time
talk
to
to him or
make a
should I not?
decision.
師範の指示に従っただけなので、お礼を言われる筋合いはないから。さようなら。
喋ってくれた。今投げたのは何？
さようなら。
お金？表と裏って書いてあるね。なんで投げたの？
さようなら。
It's like, that is it. Let's go.
指示されてないことはこれを投げて決める。今あなたと話すか話さないか決めた。話さないが表、話すが裏だった。裏が出たから話した。さよなら。
なんで自分で決めないの？カナオはどうしたかった？
どうでもいいの。全部どうでもいいから自分で決められないの。
この世にどうでもいいことなんてないと思うよ。きっとカナオは心の声が小さいんだろうな。指示に従うのも大切なことだけど。あ、それ貸してくれる？ありがとう。
He throws it away.
よし、投げて決めよう。
何を？
カナオがこれから自分の心の声をよく聞くこと。ああ、高く飛ばしすぎた。表にしよう。
He's gonna
表が出たらカナオは心のままに生きる。あれ、どこ行った？うわー、あれか。取れたカナオ。いい？カナオ。
どっちだろう。落ちた瞬間が背中で見えなかった。
表だ！カナオ。頑張れ。人は心が原動力だから。心はどこまでも強くなれる。じゃあまたいつか。
He just changed her life.
なんで表を出せたの？ 投げる手元は見てた。小細工はしてなかったはず。
偶然だよ。それに裏が出ても表が出るまで何度でも投げ続けようと思ってたから。元気で
She's probably had nobody else care about her like that outside of the sisters.
I understand what you're saying, but are some deep-seated issues in her. And if that is something that she needs to make herself feel better, then to just waltz right in and be like, we're gonna change this, is not okay with me. Like, I understand the sentiment, and I know people are gonna be real mad hearing me say that, but it's like, this girl has gone through some serious trauma, and that was her way of just like moving forward. And to just think she can change it like that, you know, it's very insensitive. And I know that Tanjiro's not insensitive, he is incredibly empathetic, but he doesn't know her backstory.
That's fair. And I think that going cold turkey without the coin at this point is probably not realistic, but at the same time, she's not the same person she was when she's a kid. She's not helpless anymore. She's trained, and even if she doesn't do it all the time, he's given her permission to kind of change and follow her heart according to her rules. It's, yeah.
I'm not disagreeing with
yeah.
you. Like, it was a nice scene, and what it like represents is like awesome. But I just think of like the practical applications.
Yeah.
Like, that was the first time she ever talked to him, and he's like, you know what? Time to think with your heart. Gotta get rid of this coin.
Men and always solving problems.
I know. It's like, so come at me. I know you're gonna be mad.
Well, no, I think that that's a very human approach to it, and to think somebody can change that quickly. But yeah, without thinking about that, I love that scene. Oh boy. Oh.
Oh my god, a whole tray.
今くん頑張るよ。だから食うなって言ってるだろ。うるせえじゃねえんだよ。富岡さん。
今
Is he going with them?
I don't think so.
全集中常駐はできるようになったみたいだな。
はい。
続けるといい。
はい。富岡さん。禰豆子のことありがとうございました。命を懸けてくれてただなんて俺知らなくて、どう感謝を伝えたらいいのか。
礼なら仕事で返せばいい。俺たち鬼殺隊の使命は鬼を撃つ。以上だ。
Oh.
はい。
See you later.
みんな俺と別れるのが寂しいんだね。俺だけ
And he
残
has
って
his
もい
little
いよ。
love bubbles.
善逸さんは少し女の子に対して気遣いや節度を覚えてくださいね。
はい。
ほわほわする。
でもちょっとは俺がいなくなって悲しいでしょ。じゃあみんな
It's a blow to the ego.
No, we're not
行っ
sad.
てきます。
おいおいおい。
Oh no.
なんだ
Gifty.
この生き物は。こいつはあれだぜ。この土地の主、この土地を住める者。この長さ、やつか、間違いねえ。今は眠ってるようだが油断するな。
いや記者だろ、知らねえの。
落ち着け。まず俺が一番に攻め込め。
待つんだ伊之助。
あ
この土地の守り神かもしれないだろう。
それから急に攻撃するのも良くない。記者だって言ってるじゃんか。
列車わかる？乗り物なの、人を運ぶ。この田舎者が。
ん？列車？じゃあカラスが言ってたのはこれか？
I thought he was manipulating him.
So did I.
どうしたあいつ。
やめろ恥ずかしい。
Yeah.
何をしてる？こいつら刀持ってるぞ。
Oh boy. Since when is he the voice of reason?
I love that though.
丸見えだよ、服着ろバカ。やば、もう出発だ。警官いるかな？
いても行くしかないよ。
勝負だ、突然です。
バカ、俺たちも行こう。
I love that they're just out there as boys causing mischief, like can't get on the train, don't know what it is. It just so that to me is just so innocent and typical. It was just kind of a cool scene.
Well, Zenitsu's the only one with any like actual societal experience.
Fair.
Like Tanjiro grew up in the country, Inosuke was raised by animals or something. Like he's the only one who knows how society works. So I kind of loved seeing him be the one that has the proper experience to kind of like lead everybody.
Voice of reason, no screaming, no whining. This might be my favorite episode of Zenitsu.
I did have a secondhand embarrassment.
The headbutt to the train is...
Watching Inosuke try to attack the train.
But can you imagine, like, I think sometimes we lose sight of, can you imagine you've never seen a steam train before, and then all of a sudden, like, what would you think? Like, we take all that stuff for granted.
Fair, but he probably had the same secondhand embarrassment that I did.
Yeah, fair. I just thought it was an interesting scene.
It's probably gonna be done in like 10 seconds.
Probably. At least not consistent.
I knew it. I'm like, oh. Okay, we'll watch. Oh, yes. A little bit of a flashback of the season. Oh.
That was...
Those earrings flapping in the wind. He's on top of the train.
I think it's a girl.
They kept calling it he.
That was the head lying on the ground beside her.
Whose head?
the severed head that was still like slightly alive.
What? How did I miss that?
I'm not sure.
Go back. Go back.
Go back to where?
Go back, I want to see the head.
That's like in the middle of the episode.
On the train with her?
No. When Muzan was killing off the lower six, when there was I'm probably wrong, but she was there.
The head called him a he.
Can we get some clarification on that?
I have been so thrown off by the gender of everything in this series. I thought Inosuke was transgender. And then I thought Kabutoji Muzan was a woman, but he was just disguised.
I don't know what to tell you. I guess we'll find out.
So it was just the blue-haired lower demon standing on the train.
Yes.
It's a guy. See, whenever I'm certain about something, it's
hair,
wrong.
The red tips.
Red and blue. The shit. They had two blue pieces at the back, too.
I think it's...
Every time I'm completely certain about something, I'm wrong, so it probably is a girl. Alright. Just fine-tuning the details here.
I'm sorry you had to watch that.
Okay.
I don't know that I want to do like a season wrap-up right now. I kind of want to sit on it a little bit and think about it. So just what were your thoughts of the episode? For whatever reason, I thought it was animated slightly different, and I thought the house scene with the lower demons at the beginning was amazing. And I know people make fun of me for thinking that the animation is amazing because there's so many more out there, and I think some people called me a noob and told me to broaden my horizons, which is totally fair, but it was just incredible. And I think the blood artwork was, I mean, really well done. Maybe that's a grotesque thing to say, but I thought it was really cool.
You think that's grotesque? I was watching that scene and I was like, give me more!
Fair enough.
The first half was definitely outstanding. Edge of my seat. Loved it. Yes. The second half was what I kind of expect from a season ender.
Agreed. I thought all of it was going to be like that.
Yeah. So I was very thrown off at the beginning when Kabutoji Muzan was just murdering his entire fleet and going wild. But that was... So he's got the upper six plus a lower one.
Plus one lower one.
But maybe that one is going to be promoted, so it'll be upper seven, and then the Hashira won't even know, so now it's going to be like, what is happening? So now he's got 7 of his top fighters. And that was outstanding to see. It was nice that we kind of eased out of the season, though, there for the last half. So we're going to have to see what happens on this train.
Now we got to figure out how we're going to watch it.
That's a tomorrow problem.
Fair enough.
I loved this. I'm so glad we watched Demon Slayer. I'm a way bigger fan than I thought I would be. I seem to love the mystery.
I thought you were going to say gore.
The gore. I was.
I can't say gore first. What other adjective can I use?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
I know it was.
It's like, let's not scare the subs. I'm excited to continue watching this. What about you?
Me too. I really liked it more than I thought. I wasn't sure how I would get into like just an anime about just about demon slaying. You have no idea how it's going to be done, what the storyline's going to be, but you really like the characters. Again, visually and the sound was amazing and the story was great. I really liked it.
Thank you for sticking with us through season 1. Hopefully you'll be back to watch season 2 of Demon Slayer and more anime with us. But we would love to hear your thoughts. Please be sure to comment below. I'm sure I'm gonna get ripped apart for my canal hot take. But anyways, I want to read them anyways. So comment below. And as always, we'd be so excited if you would like this video, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for Demon Slayer Season 2 coming up. Thanks, guys.